God, echo.
What?
What
couldn't go wrong?
We're fine. We're fine. We just got the rust on there. Can you hear Chris now?
Can you hear me now? I think it's registering. Of course, it went to like default microphone, which was not this one. Anyway, nobody's sounding off in chat. Shall I assume?
We hear you.
All right. Good. All right. If there isn't a tech issue, are you really streaming? No, not at all. You're not. So, anyway, this is a new world for us. We are now sort of moving away. No, we have moved away. Let's just... TBJ is muted.
No, it's trolling.
Are you troll? Stop.
My top's 5.
Stop. I heard a ton of echoes. Okay.
We're good.
Sorry.
That was my bad.
Okay. Sorry. There's like input overload, and but anyways, we're dealing with the technical difficulties. We'll get there, folks. But anyways, so this is new grounds for us. We are, if you didn't know, we were once Featherfall Tabletop, and now we are Neon Lich Studios. So thank you for joining us. I recognize all the names in here, so thank you so much for following those links that we have posted in our Discords and getting you to this spot right here, right now. You're one of the good ones. So thank you so much for following that and indulging us in this new avenue of our streaming community. Yeah, we'll say that.
Yeah, nailed it.
Many reasons why Neon Lich Studios exists, but we don't want to bore you with that. Just be happy that we're here. I'm happy that you're here, and we're going to have fun under this new banner. So we'll do that. Blackmail was involved. Yes. So, thank you so much. Again, I keep saying thank you, but we are, how many? I can't do math. 23 followers away from hitting affiliate. So if you have friends that are just sitting on the couch doing nothing, shoot them the link, get them over here, get us to that affiliate so that we can do some cool stuff on the channel and progress forward. We would totally appreciate you for that. But there we are. Who the F invited? Yeah, exactly. There were some people we tried to like blacklist from coming in and like try to carve them out. Pepe made it. Pepe made the cut. So there we are. What do we got going on tonight? So we don't have any sponsors to talk about. Well, yeah, we do. We have Skull Splitter Dice. You know them. We don't have links for you yet. That's something we're working on, I believe. But we'll get there soon. But you can.
Yeah, you can use the Featherfall Tabletop one that's in our Discord.
Yes.
Yes.
But indeed. But we'll get those up and running here pretty soon. So check them out. There we go. That's it. What should we talk about? Oh, there's Church. Hi, Church.
Drugs are bad, McCoy. You shouldn't do drugs.
Okay, so we are here because the Neon Lich ordered us to be here and have fun tonight. So we are streaming this game called Kids on Bikes. We are streaming the one shot called House on Poplar Court. And we have our players here. They're all playing young teenagers in this game. So that should be fun to see them harness the energy that was long ago for some of us, at least. So,
I'm still the youngest person, so yeah.
I've been out of my teens for longer than I've been alive. I don't know what I was going to say. The math doesn't work out. More than half my life has been outside of my teens. Let's just say that. Do you get it? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
The brain function not working.
Brain function not working. Okay.
You've been an old man longer than you were a teenager.
That's it. That's exactly it.
There we go.
So, this is the opening stream of Neon Lich. This is the opening stream of the return of the resurgence of the community one shot. So, even though this group looks familiar, we wanted some known faces for this first one, but those community one shots are in the works. If you have not joined our Discord, you need to. There is a sign up for the next round of one shots that will stream in July. So you got a month to prep and kind of think about it. And then in July, you will be playing. And the good thing about this new iteration of one-shots is that it's not going to be just one night. We're going to give that group that works so hard on creating characters and world building and character building and all that, we're going to give you a whole month of play. So this one-shot is going to take all of June. We're looking at four nights of gameplay in this world with these characters. So that's pretty awesome. Everybody agrees. Good. With that being said, we should get into the game, I think. Are we ready for that? Did I miss any announcements, any in my excitement that I need to cover? Somebody help me.
No.
Okay. Good. We should, like, a couple more things to throw out there. We should thank Bob here for the overlays. They're looking pretty spicy, pretty hot. Also the new Discord bot. Courtesy of Bob. So well done there. The music is in the background very lightly. If I can turn it up if it's too low, but that comes from Church. He is in chat, so thank you. Anand, thank you. Hi, how are you? Good to see you there. First time chat. It was kind of cool seeing everybody first time chat. It's been a while. But there we go. Church smells like pickles. What kind? Spicy?
I would say the hot and spicy ones.
Oh, yeah. Hot and spicy, just like Church. That makes sense. All right.
It's true. I got a X-ray of my skull.
And there's full of pickles.
It's full of pickles.
Yeah. You don't believe?
Just get into the game. Oh my god.
I'm nervous. Calm down. Okay. Let's get into the game. Let's do it. So I'm going to give a little primer text here. We'll kind of get you into the world, and then we're going to have our players introduce themselves. And what do we share one thing about your player, about your character that's on your character sheet? It could be one of your strengths, one of your flaws, one of your fears, something that is interesting that you want to see come out in gameplay and you want people to know, or it could be your nickname. Some of our characters have nicknames that are kind of fun, but I'll leave that up.
Oh, fuck off. Get it out of the way.
I'll leave that up to the players to introduce their individual selves. But here we go. We're in Hebron, Indiana. The year is 1985. Population sits at about 3,100 people. Nothing exciting has ever happened in this rural town. People come and go, children attend school, grow up, move out. Nothing really changes down to the same few cops that have been manning the local police office and the same local grocery store sitting on the corner of Main Street. There are no movie theaters, and the only arcade is attached to the smoky bowling alley, so kids find ways to entertain themselves, riding their bikes down the town's lazy streets and through the wooded trails, playing imaginary tag games, and exploring the abandoned corners of this relatively safe city, like the spooky abandoned home at the end of the cul-de-sac on Poplar Court. Strange things have been happening in Hebron. Sightings of creatures moving in the night, children reporting monsters in the woods, and things moving outside their windows. These reports are largely ignored, however attributed to the imaginations of the children. Besides, this is rural Indiana. Nothing exciting has ever happened here. With the that's where I'll stop. Ooh, almost gave away some key information. I should have put a note there. Stop here. So there we are. There's sort of the setting, small rural town in Indiana. We're going to move around, and we're going to have people introduce themselves. We're going to start with Bob. Tell us about your character and tell us, something you want us to know about him.
Hi, I'm Bob. I come from Featherfall Tabletop.
Hi, Bob.
Oh, my character. Hi, Bob. So tonight I'm playing Randy Clark, nickname Tater Tot. So I'm the smallest in stature in my grade. Maybe why I got the name Tater Tot. But let's be honest. It's because I love tater tots. Who doesn't? Yeah. So one thing about my character, what about Bob? It's a good movie. Is that I'm a conspiracy theorist at heart, naturally, and nobody's believed me. Nobody's believed me that there's stuff happening in this town. And that's what I'll share.
That's it. Okay. So that is Randy the Tater Tot playing the conspiracy theorist.
Yes.
We're going to move over to Holiday Jack. Tell us about your
Sweet.
character. If you
My
will.
character's name is Theodore Quincy, nickname Forest Bear. He got that nickname because basically when he leaves school, instead of going home, he goes right off into the forest to work on his badge collecting and stuff like that. However, he now has a fear of large bodies of water. He does believe in one of Bob's conspiracies. I don't know which conspiracy
one?
he believes in yet.
Okay.
Bob's going to throw it at me sooner or later.
All right.
I just have to run with it.
All right. Let's move over to Mick. Tell us about your character.
Hey, I am Craigg Cannon, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, but I'm on the high school football team, even though I'm only in 8th grade. And like my dad said, this is the first time anyone's ever done that. So,
You're breaking new ground.
yeah.
All right. Anything else about Craigg?
Yeah, football.
Football. Period.
Nice.
End of story. Football is life. All right. Thanks, Craig. We're going to move down to Muse. Go ahead and tell us about your character.
Oh, yes. My character's name is Lark Jordan. She's a bully. She's a bully. She's not, but she does it in like, for those of you, like Unikitty, not everybody will get that reference. So she's really, really sweet about it, and like passive aggressive until she's like just rages. That's kind of how it goes with her. She comes from a super rich family. So, of course, in front of our parents, she is an angel. At school, however, she hates you and everything you stand for. So that's kind of the way it goes.
All right.
That's Lark.
Thanks, Muse. That leaves us with TBJ. Tell us about your character.
Okay. My character's name is Lori Michaels. I'm a 13-year-old mathlete. Fun fact, my dad is the sheriff.
Ooh, that's going to cause some friction, I think. Not a fun fact. I think it's pretty fun.
Fun for me.
Fun for
Terrible.
you.
Okay. Anything else, Lori Michaels?
I do not think so.
All right. So there's our cast and crew. That's pretty cool. Great characters off the bat here. Happy to have them. So let's get into it.
I just don't think I should get it. Oh well, it's too far.
Dial it in, folks. Here we go. All right. Why does no one's dad have a dealership? Yeah, somebody's got to be the used car salesman of the small town. But anyway, okay. So on this day, this autumnal day, towards the start of the school year, Randy Tater Tot. What's your last name?
Tater Tot.
It's Clark.
Randy Tater Tot Clark has communicated to everybody that the Investigations Club needs to meet tonight. Needs to meet today after school at the flagpole to set up a greater meeting tonight. This is not totally out of the norm. Like when school gets out, you have expressed to everybody, we need to make a plan to meet up later tonight.
Okay.
This is not out of the normal. I think Randy is sort of always kind of the front runner in getting this club meeting due to his conspiracies, right? We always got things to investigate. But there's a little more urgency in Randy's voice this time. We need to meet today. So it's about 2:30, end of the class day, end of the school day. Bell rings. Kids are rushing out. You are all going to meet at the flagpole outside the front of the school. Is there anything anybody wants to do on their way to that flagpole, or are we fast forwarding right to there?
What day of the? Do we know what day of the week it is? What time of year?
It's early in the school year. I'd say like late September. Okay, so kind of fall.
Okay.
What day of the week? Let's say a Tuesday. How's that?
Tuesday.
So it's football
innit?
season.
It is, oh yeah, you are in football swing, so you probably have practice after school.
Yeah, I got practice.
Okay, so you got to make it out there quick to get back to practice to change.
Yeah.
Quake Saber, I see you there.
But the game's not until Friday, so.
So you got some time.
Big game's not till
But if
Friday.
you miss a practice, you miss the game, right? You know that.
Yeah, well, that's only because I'm in 8th grade, and yeah,
right.
okay.
So kids are starting to load on buses. School is kind of the kids are filtering out. Kind of the crowds are dying down. The 5 of you are left outside this flagpole. You, Randy, have this urge to go investigate the house at the end of Poplar Court. You can't say exactly why. You've heard rumors that things are afoot out there. Some creepy sounds, some shadowy figures. Nothing totally concrete, but you know that you need to go do this. So you are all gathered there. Randy, you got to convince them.
Talk. You're muted.
Okay, everybody. I know we've done this in the past, but let me be clear. We got to gather the crew.
We're already gathered. We're all right here, present.
What is it
It's
this
a-
time, Randy?
It's a saying, okay, Theo. It's a saying.
Oh.
Gather the crew. There's been a sighting, and I'm gonna put my backpack down and pull out a sketch of. It's like a nondescript, like figure, almost like a huge, like those tall alien figures that, you know, the elongated heads. Marsha told me she saw this, and I was walking by on my way to school this morning, and you know that house on the corner of Poplar Street? It's been abandoned forever, right? It's been abandoned forever.
Okay.
The window curtain moved. I'm not saying I saw it. I'm not saying I saw, you know, whatever demons in there, but the curtain moved.
There's also been reports of like crying noises inside.
And pretty sure I heard Craig's mom in there. And I'll kind
I
of
get up.
I'll kind of move behind.
Forget it. I'm going to practice.
Lark a little bit. Craig,
Nice
I'm just
going
kidding.
unsolved mysteries. Really, really.
Craig, I'm just kidding. Okay.
I'm gonna get out my map and like circle the exact house he's talking about. This house, that one.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought your map, Theo.
Was
So
prepared.
I think we'll just go there, right? I mean, Craig, I know you have football practice, but we need somebody of yours, and you know, Randy, a small in stature, you know, kind of makes himself bigger and goes, you know, your size, Craig.
Maybe then next time you insult somebody, you should stand behind Craig.
Well, I mean, it's just a gentle ribbing.
Don't say
If it's an
ribbon.
old abandoned house, can't it just be a cat? Like maybe a cat fell through the roof. It's probably full of holes and. Just saying.
But we gotta find out.
Probably a
This
freaking
is our
raccoon.
this is our chance.
As this conversation is happening, you see some of the teachers and administrators that are on like bus duty start to wrap up, and walking towards your group behind Craigg. So Craigg, you can't really see this person, is Mrs. Spur, the athletic director, kind of getting close to you. And
She's the best.
Craigg, you feel this hand on your shoulder. Craigg, we're not going to be late for practice, are we? You know how coach's rules. You miss practice, you don't play.
All right,
Cops are
Dad,
coming.
that's it.
And the
I'm
cops
going
came.
And you are not up to anything.
Lori, is that your dad?
Lori's dad's here.
This patrol isn't till tonight. I don't know why.
Look, I'm going to practice.
Yeah.
Lori,
Good call. We're gonna need you this Friday.
do I
Got a big
do I
game.
need to deal with this nonsense?
And I'm gonna be behind the teacher going,
Anyway, so hurry on. And you all have places to get to, right?
"Yep, yeah, we do."
Okay. All right. And she heads off back up the stairs into the school. So something you all need to think about are, when are you going to meet and how are you going to get there? You all have, I assume, chores or practice.
Bikes?
You all have houses that you're going to have to sneak out of. Think about how you're going to manage to get out there this night, on a school night, on a Tuesday, early in the school year. How are you going to get out there?
In the morning. Randy has none of those things, so and I'm going to push to go now, even though it's going to push Craigg to miss practice.
Play that out.
So Lark is gonna look at Randy, like kind of not whisper, but like, do we really need Craigg to come?
No,
I mean,
I'm going to practice. Goodbye.
No, wait, Craigg.
What?
pretty big, and he could clobber us.
Is the teacher still there walking away?
No, she left.
She left.
There were some others like lingering around, but nobody within close proximity to your conversation.
I mean, do we need Craigg? I don't know. We need as many as possible, because if it's one of these, and I'll point to the alien picture. If it's one of these guys, I mean, 4 of us, it's gonna. I mean, it just works out with 5. It's just how it is.
Well, if Craigg really needs to come, I can always elbow him in the stomach, and he can just say he has a stomach ache.
Craigg,
You can't be quiet after I say that.
Can I? Why do we need to go now?
Let me put it this way, Craigg. If you don't maintain your GPA, you can't stay on the team anyway. And if you don't come with us, I won't be tutoring you.
and that's Randy's face the whole time.
Are they blackmailing Craigg right now?
Uh-huh.
She's very smart, and she's super correct. So if you don't come, you'll get in trouble anyway.
All right. Well, look, I don't see how you guys are gonna just not show up for dinner at your houses. I think going into this abandoned house in the middle of daylight is a bad idea anyway. So can we not just meet back here in like 3 hours, or meet on Poplar Street at the base of Poplar Street in 3 hours? I can go to practice. You guys can go home.
He does make a good point.
My dad's not gonna notice me gone. So if anybody needs me to like come get him or something, come up with a way to get you out of your house, I could do that. But I'm not missing practice.
He makes a good point. You know, what if it's easier for us to just go at night?
We should eat beforehand. Like, I feel like we need as much strength as we can get.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I have a plan. We can all go home and we can all say to our parents that you're coming over my house. I will have snacks, I will have food, I will have everything there because I have everything, as you know.
My dad will be on patrol, so I can leave the house, but I don't want to run into him, and he knows that I left the house. So if I could get a ride, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I just put pegs on my bike. It's cool.
Fucking bags, dude.
Nice.
One thing you know about
throwback.
this town is nothing is more than like 2 miles away. So really, bikes are your mode of travel. So anywhere, you can get to anywhere within 20 minutes on bike. Right?
I'll wear a disguise.
Yeah, for sure.
Hat down low.
Hat, sunglasses.
Take the back
I
roads.
imagine there's like a lot of shortcuts where through fields and things
Yeah.
that, you know, we're in what, Iowa?
Indiana. So
Indiana.
there's
Yeah,
sort
same-
of
it's the
there's sort
same
of
place.
Main Street, and then there's like little pockets of houses that are all around. So I think if you get off Main Street and you can hit these alleyways and side roads in these little developments, it's gonna be hard to track you.
Oh, show.
I'm gonna take forest trails.
Yeah. I'm sniffing what you're putting down.
What does it smell like?
Pine cones.
It smells like with the rocks cooking.
Okay.
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 All right.
Yeah, no, I think I'm good with that.
What does the Rock do when he goes to the bathroom?
Unspeakable things.
What?
He Dwayne's his Johnson.
You're so stupid. So stupid. That was
We are
Exactly, we already
get
get pulled off.
that was possibly the worst one I've ever heard.
The worst one. I didn't make that. I found that one. So at this moment, speaking of your dad, Lori, you see his
During
patrol
talking-
car
oh,
come up, rolls down the side passenger window via hand crank because it's 1985. Lori, you ready? I've got to get on patrol.
Hey, Dad. It's gonna be like, okay, what time? Just like whisper real quick before I head over there.
8:00.
Okay, I'll see you then.
Okay. So I think at this point we'll kind of do like a montage, a motherfucking montage. You all kind of make it to your houses. You're in your rooms. What are you getting? What are you packing for this event? We'll start. We'll go in the same order we introduced ourselves in. So,
Oh,
Randy,
shit.
you are in your room. Give us like a brief. What does it look like?
Yeah.
What are you gonna grab? How are you gonna get out?
Yeah, so I easily sneak out frequently. Like, this is not hard for Randy because it's my parents, they don't really care. They didn't really watch us. It was just like you're kind of just doing it, right? So I would grab a flashlight. Randy would grab a rope. Probably like just a shitty, like 10-foot long one. Not even that great. Thieves kit. Yep.
A rapier?
No.
Right?
Fucking sword.
And I would probably grab. I don't even know what I would grab there. I think just a rope and a flashlight. I got paper. I got everything else in my
Okay.
business, so I'm good there.
Yeah. Mvic, thanks for the lurk.
Mvic,
good
how
to
you
see in here.
doing?
Appreciate you. We'll throw out one of those. There we go.
Yeah, everybody go follow MVic,
Yeah,
by the way.
if you haven't. Is your stream over? He was streaming some Dead by Daylight earlier.
Dead by daylight.
Claymore with the follow. Thank you so much.
Claymore.
And we had another one in there. Less talk, more Ashwin. Thank you for the follow.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So you got your backpack ready. Easy for you to get out. Mom and Dad are probably just watching what was on in the evenings in 1985 that they'd be watching.
911. Rescue 911.
That seems
Big
a,
Rescue 911
seems
fans.
a little early, but that was the 90s.
At 8 o'clock at night? When
No, I
did
mean,
Rescue
that was like a
911 with
90s.
Shatner? Let's look it up.
Yeah.
Three's Company.
Three's Company.
Three's
There we
Company.
go.
80. Okay,
Major
sorry.
Dad.
Rescue 911 came out in 89. They were actually a big Perfect Strangers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That one's good. With Balky.
Balky.
All right. They're watching
86. That came out in 86. I don't know what came out in 85.
Okay, we'll say Perfect Strangers. This is fine. Time is fluid. Here. Family Matters.
Family
No, that's
Matters.
the 90s. That's got to be.
I don't
know. Anyway,
Perfect Strangers.
That was on Friday.
yeah, TGIF, right? Okay, so they're gone. You're taking your bike
Yeah.
and heading.
I'll make sure the pegs are screwed in tight. You know, Randy's a planner.
Yeah.
You don't fuck around.
Do you have like a little multi-tool? Being a planner.
No, it's just whatever was in
Okay,
there.
just it's a hand type.
Poorly planned.
Knight
Yeah.
Rider. Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Good
So
one.
we're heading to Lark's house. So Randy is en route to Lark's house.
Yep.
Okay. That heads us over to Theo. Give us like a quick rundown of your room and what are you grabbing?
What's a rundown?
I think that's the movie with The Rock when he went into like the middle of like the jungle. Was that Takedown?
Close.
Theo's room has like maps, geography books, all streamed about. If it's the 80s, is Steve Irwin still active? Was he active in the 80s? Because he'll have like a big picture of like Steve Irwin on the wall if he was.
No way, dude.
Probably.
He was like 13.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
What about MacGyver? You would have him. He's
That's a
like
good
sort
one.
of the
Oh, let's do
ultimate
MacGyver.
survivalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking up. So Growing Pains, Golden Girls, Gem and the Holograms, MacGyver.
Crocodile Hunter was 92.
Oh, really? Okay.
All right.
But yeah,
So what all were you grabbing? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna grab a flashlight, extra batteries,
Okay.
Swiss Army knife, trail mix, just in case someone gets hungry while
Yeah.
we're in there. Who knows how long we're gonna be in there? Of course, I'm gonna take my backpack with all its things,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna bring 2 water bottles.
Okay. And you have a
One
bike?
empty, one full. No, I'm gonna take trails through the woods to
Okay.
get there in time.
Okay. So you're on foot. Just
Some
running through
shortcuts.
trails. Yeah, you know of like the dirt trails as a system of trails that we had back when I was a kid. The dirt trails, you would kind of you're crossing through behind some undeveloped areas into new development, heading to Lark Jordan's house.
It's our
I'm singing my own
childhood.
I'm singing like my own theme song in my head as I'm
Yeah,
singing through the
I
woods.
love it. All right, Craig. Practice is over. Who would pick you up from practice, mom or dad?
Nobody. No. I would
Oh, you have
ride
to,
my bike home
you
from
gotta-
practice.
Oh, okay, yeah, they're busy.
Picks himself.
Yeah,
up.
no. My dad, like, he's not usually home for some reason, and
milk.
and my mom's drunk. So
Oh, no!
Fucking
At least you have a mom.
Oh my
Mrs.
God.
Cannon.
Oh my
jeez.
goodness.
so yeah, I go home. I just go home, and
With the trailer at the end of the road.
and I would like grab something from the fridge to eat,
Okay.
and yeah, I don't know. I guess like we're going to a abandoned house. It sounds suspicious, so I think I'm gonna grab my baseball bat.
Okay.
And my backpack's already got like athletic tape. It's got my ankle brace. It's got my grip strength exerciser.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
I've got an old pair of dirty sweatpants.
Water bottle.
And of course, yeah. No, I don't need water.
There was a time when people thought water was for the weak, right?
Yeah.
It weighs you down. You're not as fast if you're drinking all that water.
And of course, I have a football. Just always got a football.
Okay.
So I like throw that in my backpack. But yeah. So yeah, I shoved the baseball bat in my backpack, and I'm just back out the door.
Okay.
And yeah, nobody knows nor cares that I've left.
Oh, all right. So you're on your way to Lark Jordan's. We're going to go to Lori Michaels because we're going to end with Lark Jordan because that's where everybody's meeting. So, Lori Michaels, you're in your room. What do we see? What are you grabbing? How are you getting out of there?
Well, all across my bed is like my homework just like splayed out because I've been studying for the math competition. And I'm watching Thundercats on like my tiny little like dial TV in the corner. And I'm packing my backpack. I have like a little compact mirror in case we need to see around corners.
Okay.
I have like my composition notebook for like taking notes and a flashlight.
All right. You on your bike?
I think I'm riding on...
Randy's got it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Randy pulls up.
Skids in there.
Picturing like a playing card in the spoke so it sounds like a
Dude,
motorcycle.
So sick.
All right. Randy has picked you up. You all kind of converge on Lark Jordan's house at about the same time. You know, why wouldn't you? You know where to go. You know, like the pool house is sort of your meeting place for these club meetings when they're not on location somewhere. So you all know to kind of head back through the side gate and go straight there, bypass the front yard or the front house, and you all head in there. Lark, what are you doing in here to kind of get things ready? And what are you packing? What are you packing?
Okay, so
Heat?
we've gone over certain. Yeah, no kidding.
Virginia
So,
Slims.
so yeah, Lark. We already went over sort of some things people have in there. She's always got a Zippo, and it's not one of those faulty Zippos. She makes sure that thing lights every time. And the water bottles. She has like Daddy's credit card.
Yeah, just because we need to buy something for the ghost.
No, because she's just like that. You know, and she probably has like a pocket knife, nothing impressive. But you know, she's a bitch. So she has a pocket knife in there. And she's probably in the pool house. And of course, her parents don't care because they're out at some event, some charity ball. And her older brother is probably making out with the prom queen in a parking lot somewhere. So nobody cares. The only people that basically watch her, if it's not like family time, it's like maids and butlers. So it's like she can do whatever she wants. So she's probably in the pool house talking to one of the maids. And she's probably just like, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud. Excuse me. I thought I said I like strawberry Pop-Tarts, and these are cherry, and we can't have that. And my friends will only have the best of everything. So go back in there and make it right, or I'll tell Daddy.
Get him.
Pop-Tarts.
So yeah, so she's there and like
Yeah.
shoving crap in her bag,
Yeah.
like as she's there. So she's probably actually, I don't know why, but I think something else she'd have in her bag is a rain jacket.
Okay. After being scolded, she turns and kind of walks out only to see the group of four coming in, and she turns around. Excuse me, Mrs. Lark, your friends are here. I will get the new Pop-Tarts as soon as I can. And she opens the door and kind of leaves
Throwing
it
some
open.
tater tots.
Oh God.
Tater tots, any other requests for Lark's friends here?
Ketchup for the tater tots?
Oh, of course. We have all condiments.
Just plain. Just plain.
Plain ketchup. She's looking at you, Craig. Any requests?
He raw dogs his.
Ew.
Please tell me you didn't say that. Like that's not in character.
No. That's Bob. That's not.
That's not
Okay.
Randy the
Just
tater.
goes balls deep on his tater tots.
Okay. Anyway,
I got my mouth full. These are really good tater tots.
the tots aren't ready
I already
yet.
get tater tots.
She's gonna bring. You might have cold
That's a
tots
handful
from
of
Randy.
frozen ones.
She's gonna bring some out to you. I'll bring a little bit of everything. Okay. Have fun with
Make
your.
sure not to burn the pizza rolls
of
this
course.
time.
Of course.
Bringing pizza rolls.
I'll bring a little bit of everything. And so she heads back into the house. Enjoy your meeting. Your fun, and heads back
You
in.
suck fest.
Hey, asshole. So you are all in Lark's pool house. What is in this pool house, Lark?
So it's like pool house, but it's also got like the big shower in the back, like changing area, getting ready, everything like that off from that. But there's probably like couches and other stuff, and probably a TV. Like nothing crazy, like ridiculous, but it's like somewhere that you'd want your clubhouse to be. It's almost like a secondary smaller house, like if you had to like throw a guest in there, because I mean, not that their house isn't probably huge, I don't know, but yeah, you could stay there comfortably, like if you wanted to. It has that kind of stuff. It's not, it has like a fridge and stuff like that, but it's not like, oh, the Ritz.
Okay. All right.
They have a Betamax player down there.
Of course.
The pineapple.
A little bit of everything. All right. So you're all here. It's pretty close to sundown. Any last minute planning you want to do before we head that way? Any need to go pick up any supplies? Waiting on tater tots? What do you guys
I
want
want
to do?
those bagel bites.
Bagel bites, ketchup.
So what's it? I'll grab Theo's map out of your backpack. I'm just gonna reach in there. I don't mind.
It's fine. What?
It's mine now.
So, and I'll put it down. So, what's our plan of attack here?
Attacking something?
We may. I don't know. That we got to go find out.
Do we, does anybody know how to pick locks? Do we have a lock pick of some type?
I have my lockpicking badge.
Excellent. Knew I could
I
count on
take
you.
my backpack and I can pull it out, lockpicking.
Oh, yeah.
Out of character, you do have a Swiss Army knife, though, right? Correct, Theo?
I do
You
have
said.
some Charlie knife. Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, I actually do have a Swiss Army knife. Hold on.
Oh God.
He's full
There he
immersion
goes.
tonight, folks. Full immersion. Shit.
Okay. So I'll put the map back down. What? I know we don't have one. I imagine like there's a field somewhere by the house that we could, instead of go the main roads. I don't know.
Yeah, so
I'm
as,
making shit up. It's
as-
fucking imagination land.
as you are looking at like this map, you see there's kind of a wooded area on one side, but then it opens up into like farmland. So there's this cul-de-sac, and on like the back one side of it is wooded areas, but then it opens up into like vast farmland.
So for role playing,
Can we get a map on the overlay, please?
If okay, this is out of character, but if they're going to like cut through somewhere, could we cut through somewhere where she doesn't see the field on the other side? Or like,
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
I like how it's thrown on to everyone. What?
little insight to Lark, she is afraid of cornfields. And that
we
is
talk about, okay, listen, guys, he said Indiana, and I'm thinking, great, cornfields, Iowa. He's like, pick a scary thing. I'm like, oh, she's afraid of cornfields. And he's like, fun fact, there's a huge one right
in
where
this
you're going.
module. So that's on like the outside of this, of the town, right? So you would head in normally from the developed areas into
Okay.
this cul-de-sac. So you don't have to go through any of those. But those fields are right up next to that cul-de-sac on the other side.
Okay.
Know what I'm saying?
Yep. Well, I think we just attack it head on.
Head on.
Apply directly to the forehead. When did that come out?
You have to. 85.
99.
79. No.
Whoa.
No, I was not alive in '79. I saw this.
20 years too late.
None of us were. Maybe.
I don't
What are
know.
you trying to say?
Have you seen
I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume things, you know?
No,
Anyways.
no, I get it.
I mean, we just ride down there, right?
Let's go.
Only thing we gotta look out for is
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Randy's right.
just gotta look out for Lori's dad. But we should be okay.
Are they inside right now? Are they anywhere near their bikes? They're still in
Who?
the kids are still inside the pool house. They're
Yeah,
not
you're-
near their
Yeah, I
bikes
was
yet.
promised tater tots.
Okay.
There's no air fryer in 1985, so it's going to take a little bit on the
I'm
tongue.
sure you were promised a lot of things in life, Craig. You should get used to disappointment.
Parents are. It's fine.
I'm hungry. I had a long
2000
practice.
2006 is when Head On came out.
No,
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
that's like a 90s thing.
No.
I don't believe it.
dude.
I don't believe you.
Okay, well. You can go to hell.
Ooh, spicy.
So they're going to microwave the tater tots. Gross.
Gross.
So we're just gonna assume now that everybody has their snacks.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
Speed up the process.
5-10 minutes pass, and we'll say 10-15 minutes pass, and in comes movie theater popcorn.
Dude, I have props everywhere.
In comes, there's some tater tots, there are the pizza rolls, every condiment from the refrigerator is there. There are some fruit snacks, some granola bars, just a little bit of everything. Feel free to add to that list if something strikes your fancy. But she brings it in and like quickly sets it down and gets out of there, knowing that that's not her area. And goes back into the house. So you guys can stock up on that food.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
like chowing down, just going to town on all this stuff.
And I feel like Randy has a like a little tater tot holder. Is what I call a tater tot holder on the front of my bike, so I can,
That's adorable.
Okay.
I can ride and get tater tots.
Can't you just stuff them in your fanny pack?
No, then the grease gets in there. Can't mess up my notes, so I keep my notepad.
Your fanny pack?
Yeah,
All right, cool. Just
it's
making
the only
His
real way
life
to keep your
jacket.
notepad. It's where all the kids keep their notepads. Why does everyone always laugh when I say that?
What, fanny pack or notepads?
Fanny pack.
Shh, shh.
You're gonna make me snort again.
I think that Lark would be smart enough to stuff stuff in her bag that's already in bags. So like the granola bars, the fruit snacks. If there's any fruits that are in the bags, and she already has water in there, she's not gonna. And I'm sure maybe Craig might, but she's not gonna like fistful of Tostino's pizza rolls and jam it in her bag.
Okay. Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
In my mouth.
Craig
No,
is
it's
back
like-
there popping them in. Like,
Rolls.
It's like a little makeshift, the brown, maybe gray, like Betty Crocker,
Oh, okay, that's where we're going. Yeah.
butter containers,
Mhm.
cleaned out. You know what I'm talking about?
Country crock.
Yeah, the
Country
Yeah.
Crock. Thank you, Country Crock. Yeah, I had one of those like fastened with zip ties, or bread ties to my pack. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a basket on the front of your bike?
No, just that.
dude, that is the basket.
I couldn't. Yeah, that's the basket. I couldn't
Okay.
afford pegs
Yeah.
and a basket.
Yeah,
Okay.
You gotta,
So,
gonna have to mix and match.
so you know,
One egg, one
Lark
basket.
has like that maxed out Huffy bike,
Yeah.
like the light on the front. And she's getting ready to do her bike, and she whips out like fingerless gloves. Like she thinks she's the best thing ever. So she's like putting them on. Like she's ready. She's got her leather jacket on. Like she's like no joke. She thinks this is serious business, as most 14-year-olds would.
She's gonna
yeah.
punch
Nice.
a ghost in the face.
And anyone rocking a banana seat or just a regular bike seat?
Oh, I'm just regular bike seat.
Okay.
I'm on pegs on the back of the bike, so
Yeah.
no seat.
All right.
I'm just gonna hoof it
Okay.
through the woods and come out with them.
Anybody
I
else got
guess.
extra pegs that Theo can grab a ride?
Yeah.
I can make it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Even
honest.
if you don't have like pegs legit, you can just on the little nubs that are there. Those
Yeah, if you
work.
don't have pegs legit.
For the handlebars, like
Oh.
if you have
Technically.
the, I have the light, but you can do the
Yeah.
pegs. But yeah, we used to ride on handlebars, so
And it wasn't very comfortable.
True. So
yeah,
the
this
sun
seat isn't
is
either. So
setting, and you guys take off. You do
Ching.
you do have to go by the lone gas station at the corner of one of the streets on Main Street. You do have to go by that. What you know about this gas station is it's owned by Mr. Pavel, and he does not enjoy kids like coming anywhere close to the gas station. You know, some kids come in, they want to fill up their air on their tires or whatever. Drive through the gas station to kind of cut a corner, and he is totally against all of that. And you're all kind of afraid of him and his sort of gruff demeanor. But you see that, and you see sitting in sort of it's a very small gas station, no like general store or like convenience store attached to it. It's just got like one little cabin that you can sit in if it's raining. But in there you see Mr. Pavel's 2 kids that go to school with you. Or no,
Wait.
they don't go to school with you. You know that they're homeschooled. They once went to school with you, but now they are homeschooled. You see those 2 kids, Zara and Ishan, in there kind of staring out at the traffic as it goes
sorry,
by.
what were those names?
Zara
Zara?
and Ishan.
Zara and Ishan, Eshan.
Wait, so the gas station clerk who hates kids has 2 kids of
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you hate kids from having kids.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works, because you don't truly know that they're assholes until you have your own.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Did they
no,
stop
I've heard it.
outside the gas station, or they're just biking past?
They are in the sort of the little waiting room seating area.
No, I meant our group.
No, you are probably on the other side of the street because you know that gas station is sort of off limits.
Ching, ching.
But just as you're riding by, you can see them in there, and they kind of see you come by and are interested and watch you all as you ride by.
Who names their kids like they're Amish?
The Amish.
Does Randy say that to Lark? Because I didn't say that. Lark did because she's a jerk.
Oh, what's in Mexico?
Well, I mean, yeah, they are a bit odd. And he'll stop across the street and take out his little notepad. Maybe they're in on it and put it in.
They could be the aliens, dude. They are kind of weird. You know, like the weird twins from that one movie.
Shining.
No,
Yeah.
The Great Outdoors.
Lori, did you see them?
What?
How they stared at us? That's you, Lori.
Oh, I didn't look their way at all. I wouldn't know.
Oh,
Too scared to look across the
Yeah,
street.
just like my dad.
Shut
never
up,
over there.
Randy.
Yeah.
They're just weird kids.
Shut up,
They're just
Randy.
weirdos.
I
The
need to
pot
have
calls
somebody
get
say
black.
"Shut up, Randy" every session. Please.
Shut up, Randy.
You don't say the ...
We don't need a fucking. Oh God, Sling Blade, such a good movie. Okay, so you see them and you just kind of nothing more than just noticing that they're there and kind of watching you all go, as in kind of they want to live that life too, but. You're free, and you kind of quickly get off the main road and back into some of these developments. There's a moment where you got to get off-roading on some of these trails that connect the 2 housing units. But you're moving along pretty good. Before you know it, 15, 20 minutes later, you get to Poplar Court. And it's imagine, if you will, that scene where your bikes kind of get into the middle of the road and the camera's over your shoulder looking past you, and there's this 2-story house at the end of this court. Large 2-story house sitting at the end there. It's always been there. as long as you've known, undisturbed. You've never known anybody that lives there. You see that it is surrounded by a tall, rusted chain link fence. There is a gate at the front. Behind the house, you can see cornfields just extending as far as you can see.
Awesome.
Cover
So
her
exciting.
eyes.
The stalks
She can't see it.
are tall and very close together.
I'm out. No, I'm teasing.
You can tell that the doors and the windows to this house have been boarded up, blocking access to the house itself.
Oh, we should have brought a crowbar.
Do you approach? That's a weird question. You have to approach if we want the story to go anywhere.
No, we're gonna go home and do homework.
done.
No.
I love
So
corn.
I'll be the first one to kind of pull the bike up, kind of take the lead bike roll there, and stop kickstand.
Nice.
Did you guys see that?
Cornfield? No.
The window
Didn't see
on the
anything.
second floor moved. I saw
The window moved or something?
the curtain.
Just do this with my eyes. I don't see anything.
I swear, I saw it.
Scanning.
It moved.
It could be wind on the inside.
Didn't
It could be
move, Randy.
I
Or
think we
that.
need to just go in and figure it out.
I thought that's why we were here
Craig, you
for.
first. Lark,
Are you
Hey, Craig.
joking?
no, you two go first.
First of all, don't tell me how to live my life.
You know my mom, man.
This is very Scooby-Doo-esque.
But I mean, obviously, you guys may not know, but she's like the sweetness is going away because it's a fear agitation, and she doesn't want to show people she's afraid. She is scared crapless of cornfields because she's smart. And if any of you guys saw those horror movies, you would be too.
Yeah,
So-
like signs.
Stop looking at
There's
the
amoebas
cornfield.
in it.
Field of
Anyway,
dreams.
so she's slightly agitated more than sweet to Randy because she's not excited about the cornfields.
I'm like super into this, but I also have like a skeptical, like logical mind. So I'm still just like, probably just a cat moving the curtain. Like it fell in through the roof.
None of you saw anything move. So Randy is gaslighting you all.
I mean, you know those kids that like,
I saw.
I
it.
saw a move. I saw
Yeah.
a move.
Randy, if it
It's
turns out that you're in on it, I'm gonna set you on fire.
In on what? I mean,
You're
wh-
saying the Amish twins back there are in on it, and so I think maybe you're in on it. I didn't see anything move.
I did.
Get it.
And I'm gonna get irritated and just work my way through a piece of the fence that's kind of peeled back. I'm not
Okay.
going through the gate.
Yeah, the gate is very much rusted shut. And as you're kind of like looking for any pieces of the fence that might you be able to peel back, you don't find any. So there are no holes in the gate.
How tall is the fence?
So it's a regular chain link fence. So, like 5.5 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet.
Oh, I'm hopping it then.
Okay. We're going to get our first roll of the night. You ready?
Fuck yeah, we ready? Let's do this.
So to
Yes.
climb the fence,
Let's go.
you are going to give me a...
God, please tell me not Braun.
to climb it's going to be flight. That's sort of
Flight.
how... So,
it's a D12.
so that's sort of how fast you can move. Yeah, the first neon roll ever on the channel right now.
Please make it good.
Give me a flight roll. I'm going to say...
Do you have any
Go.
rolls?
The DC here is like really low. I'm going to say it's at a 4. So most people can achieve this. We just want to like mitigate any major errors.
How many rerolls do we have left?
That's
None.
a 12.
That's an exploding die.
Ooh.
So in this system, if
Because
you
you're a 12, nice.
if you roll the max, you get a roll again, but you've already like beat it. So
beat it.
He just looks really cool.
yeah,
landing
you
on
just
the
look
side.
really cool getting up and over. You can describe that if you want.
I mean, I feel like there's a flourish somewhere in there. And in the 80s, big Star Wars time. We had talked about this earlier, but I'm gonna do like I don't know, like a Yeah. I'll make the sound as I'm going up and over.
Give me one more D12 roll.
Okay.
I just want to see like what your total is.
It's a 10.
Oh, damn.
Entire face knocks over.
So reading the rules here,
As written.
rules are important.
Stupid.
The character succeeds smoothly and easily with a 10. You beat it by over 10. Likely looks like the character is just showing off, or that the task is done so readily that it happens without any effort at all. At the GM's discretion, and certainly not necessary, there could be some unexpected positive results from a success of this degree. I'm going to say this. As you are climbing up it.
Yep.
You know how chain link fences have like a little piece of wire that connect the fence to the pole?
Yeah.
I'm going to say your foot kind of catches those and like breaks it, making it easier for the rest to pull it away. So you do this big thing and flip over and land, but now everybody else, you've made it so that everybody else could kind of peel back the fence. You broke one of those connections. Good job, Randy.
Okay, fucker.
Circle of trust, huh? Can we, side note, do you see that Al Pacino just had a kid at 83?
Yeah, 83 years old.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
What
Still
the-
laying that
Never
pipe
mind.
down.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that stuff.
So while his wife's changing his diapers,
Just 2 for 1.
they could change the baby diapers.
It really makes the most of
Being
the
the
wives,
babe.
you know?
God.
83, like 2 years before this came out.
That's true.
Ugh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Randy, you get over and you like
Randy.
you like
God damn it, Randy.
assuredly like push the gate open or push the fence away from the pole that other people can they got to kind of like duck and get underneath, but nobody has to climb.
Nobody.
I'm going to climb the fence
Of course you are.
Of course you are.
because obviously I can't watch Randy gracefully
Yeah.
flip over the
You
fence.
you could
and then
break through
not
the gate if you want.
do it myself.
I mean, I feel like you're showing off for the ladies, Craig.
You could try
Is
to
Randy
just-
saying that, or are you just?
No, I'm saying Randy might think that.
cut the
Randy might get a
Randy
wedgie.
wouldn't say that. Yeah, Randy wouldn't say that. He would be too scared.
So, Craig,
Uh-huh.
you can use some brawn and bust through the gate if you want.
We're trying to be
Yeah, all right.
If you want to
Who's
be like,
honking at us?
if you want to be the true alpha of the group,
the true alpha of the group.
Yeah, I'll be
people
like,
say-
whatever.
some people
And it's
say-
like, so it's like a rusty gate.
yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna like try to like kick it open.
All right, give me a brawn
There.
roll. So whatever your dice associated to that stat, you're gonna roll that.
Ron.
And
Yeah.
same DC, so you gotta beat a 4.
And I roll a d20.
Okay, you're very brawny.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, you beat it.
You beat it.
Just beat
Beat
it.
it.
Bang.
Michael Jackson would be hot in '85, yeah.
No one
Yeah.
wants
Yeah.
me to beat it.
So
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
You succeeded quite impressively.
85 when Thriller came out. Sorry.
Yeah, you can add some additional benefits beyond the success, but these will be slight and only if important for pushing the game forward. I don't think we're pushing the game forward here or
82.
anything other than you kind of doing this very,
Those codes.
adding some machismo to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So okay.
So I'll,
so
let,
I
I'll let
just-
you
yeah.
finish the narration there of you busting through this gate. If you want.
Dang.
So yeah. So I'm just gonna like bang, kick it open, kind of strut in, just be like, "Come on in, folks," and then just kind of as if Randy didn't just hop the fence and open
Everybody's
it up.
already in. Okay.
So,
So you are all inside this now, the courtyard of this house on Poplar Court. Very good.
Theo,
Um,
Theo, did you see it? It moved again. Watch it. Watch the.
Nothing's moving, Randy.
It's your
my
funeral.
eyes are trained in.
It's your funeral, Craig.
There's a squirrel in there. Then
Maybe there's a demon monster
Well, let's hope it's a squirrel. We can deal with squirrels. Demon monsters? No.
What if
No,
it's
no,
a
no.
squirrel possessed by a demon monster?
And that's
That's
terrifying.
worst
and I don't
case
want to deal with
scenario. Worst case
That-
scenario.
Sounds awful.
So as you're standing here, you see that everything is boarded up. All the windows, the doors, everything's got a board in front of
it. The
it.
windows to the walls.
Windows to the walls.
To the sweat.
T to B, top to bottom, boarded up. What happens with the sweat? I can't remember how the
Drips down.
song goes.
Randy,
There you go.
explain to me how you're seeing curtains move when there's boards over all the windows.
I mean, Craig, you gotta look beyond the boards. Okay.
Nice.
I'm trying.
Behind you see the slit right up there? Between the two boards?
I can see it.
And I'm gonna
What
throw a
about the
rock.
slit?
I'm gonna throw a rock at it to make my point.
Okay.
Right up there.
As
All right, fine. You guys
Uh,
want to go inside?
as Randy and Craig have this interaction, and that rock hits one of the boards in the second story, you hear coming from lower in the house on the first floor. You do hear some audible sobbing, some crying. Not
See?
like
See?
super loud, but just kind of reserved. But you
Is
do
that
hear
a
it.
squirrel, Craig?
It could be squatters. Squatters' rights is a thing now.
That's not a squirrel, Craigery.
Sounds like a trap.
What if there's somebody hurt?
Oh, this is how I can get my medic badge. Okay, hold on. I got this. I'm gonna go to the front door.
Okay.
You said it's all boarded up?
Yep.
Oh, man. I'm gonna look back at the group. Did anyone... Hey, did anyone bring a crowbar?
Damn. No.
As go ahead.
I'm gonna see if I can Is there anywhere to grip on the?
Yeah, the boards
the
are nailed
plywood,
on
like,
the
oh.
outside. So it's just like 2x6 boards that are running across and nailed into the door jamb or into the window jamb. So you could like pull board off by board if you wanted.
Did he get leverage if he uses his bat?
What?
I think I'm just gonna try to rip them off.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna just grab the first board at
I'm gonna take a step back.
chest level.
So we got Craig and we have Theo on the porch. Everybody else is on the outside, around the outside.
Well, I'm
On the
in
outside.
the yard.
Yeah. Whoever is outside, give me a brain check.
Outside.
Like
Oh, brain.
on the
Oh,
floor,
outside?
on the ground, not on the deck, on the ground.
I'll
Okay.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a brain.
brain. D20 for old tater tots
check.
here.
Oh,
And I rolled a 1.
that's a fail. You get
No shit. That's a fail.
an adversity token for that.
Yeah. That's 1. I'll mark it. Chat,
I honestly
re-rolls.
don't think Lark would even go
Okay.
in to the gate yet. I think she'd still be standing there.
That's fine. We heard someone crying on the inside, so I'm trying to get my medic badge.
Well, we all know it's Craig's mom, so.
Oh, correction, mom just getting in there.
I think I may have misunderstood. Were we supposed to roll as well, or was it
Yeah,
just?
no, you can roll. You're on the grass out off the deck, so you can give me a brain check.
I rolled an 8.
An 8. That's enough. That's a success. Not by much.
It's very successful of you.
Successful, but not impressively.
Well, I'm impressed.
Any
Doing my
benefits
best.
the character gains
Shut up,
above and
Randy.
beyond the success should
Shut
be
up,
limited.
Randy.
You
Fucking
see,
Randy.
Lori, you see the waning sunlight sort of beam off a window, like a basement window. It's one of those half windows, and it's like glistening off the window pane, off the glass. No board on those, and you see like a 3 of them along going down the foundation of the house. So you see another way in. But we-
Okay. I'm going to nudge Lark. I'm assuming that, or I'm picturing Lark is maybe on the other side, but still kind of within nudging distance. And I'm gonna wink and like look at the window, but I'm gonna let Craig try to pry these
Okay.
boards off
All right.
and just see how it goes.
Craig, as soon as you put your hands on that board that's sort of like at arm height, you hear the crying stop, and then you hear a growl, like a guttural growl coming out from inside the house, and then you hear a bang, like somebody hitting up against a wall or up against a kitchen cabinet or something. As your hands, almost immediately as your hands touch that board that's blocking this door.
Randy's gonna jump back.
Yeah,
we all hear it.
Craig is
It was
also
loud.
gonna jump
Everybody could hear it. So,
Okay.
yeah, hands
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
So it's you just got
What was
roasted
that?
in chat. But it's one growl and then one bang with sort of then shuffling feet.
It sounded like more bangs.
Bangarang.
Can we go home now?
That's not a squirrel. I'm
Hey, what's wrong? Unsolved mysteries. Weren't you all
That's not a
gung-ho to
squirrel.
get in here?
I think we found a bad.
I wasn't okay. I wasn't serious about a demon being in there.
It's all fun and games until it's actually a solved mystery.
Oh,
I'm gonna use this opportunity to point out like there's also a little mini window right down there.
A mini window?
Yeah, like one of those, you know, those half windows,
A basement
like
window?
half ground, half window in the basement.
Half
Basement
round,
window.
half window. I love those. Those are the worst, actually. Make up your mind.
Fine,
Either-
I'll try to get in there. And she, just so you know, she's only saying that to get the hell away from the cornfields. Like that's
Even
she's
though,
like whatever,
even though it's
even though
just
it
a
growls.
chain link fence,
anything.
it feels
She's
like protection. It's a barrier.
I think we all need to huddle up here. Craig, right? Huddle.
no wait. Craig just had practice. I'm not huddling with him.
He's stinky. As you start to form
Nick, are
this
you
huddle,
sleeping?
God, it smells like Craig's
go back
mom.
up.
oh, he's back. Okay,
Did you fall asleep,
Turn it
Nick?
off.
it's narcolepsy.
Hey, can you hear us?
Nick, are you alive?
No, he's
Yes.
playing. He's playing. Yeah.
We are off the rails. As you start to huddle again, the crying, the whimpering inside picks up. No more growls, but some of that.
Is there a witch from Left 4 Dead in there or something?
Oh my gosh. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That game
Scary.
hasn't been invented for another like 30 years. Don't worry about it.
We just need the auto shotgun. We'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
There's a solution to this problem.
Shotgun?
I mean, there's something really in there.
Did you say it's like crying? I'm sorry.
Yeah, crying.
Yes.
Like a little kid crying.
Like a little kid crying. Well, it's not Lark. Yeah. So
We still
feel
have to be
like
in there to
I
make
feel like
sure the
somebody's
person's
just
okay.
like messing with a kid in there.
That doesn't sound good.
Or it's a demon. I mean, kid or demon? Probably demon.
It's not a demon.
Craig.
Let's go. I'm going in, and so I'm gonna try again with the
Okay.
pop the boards.
All right.
wait a minute. Why aren't any of them trying that little window that Lori saw?
I
Yeah.
will definitely try the window that Lori
Yeah,
saw.
because
That
that's
would
what
be a great idea.
Lark was like. Get out of the way. I want the window.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
Craig can do whatever the hell he wants, but Lark's trying the window.
Okay.
What do I need for that?
All right. So there's like
window
a raggedy rhododendron planted right outside the window. A rhododendron?
It's like a
Rhododendron?
floral plant.
Yeah, it's a very
Who doesn't know what a rhododendron is?
Or is it
This guy.
ivy? Hold on.
rhododendrons
was,
are
like, floral.
like the branches of a rhododendron are very strong and thick, but they have like little flowers on them. But they're a bush that only
Does
gets
have flowers.
yay high.
Oh, I'm gonna get
Never
fucking.
heard that
So
mauled by a
somebody's gonna have to
flower.
kind of peel that back And as you peer into this, you see a blackened basement down there. So anybody wanting to go through that window needs to give me a difficulty 5 grit check to get the nerve to crawl through first.
How do I do that?
So whatever your grit skill dice is.
Theo will do that.
Yep.
Theo got grit skill. I have a 12.
Yeah,
Nice.
I think Theo would do that.
Thanks, Bob.
Crap.
2012.
I had a really bad roll. I rolled a 4.
So this is a planned action. So you can use an adversity token to give you a +1. The difficulty's 5, so if you rolled a 4, this would be a great time to use that.
How many
I'm gonna
adversity?
use-
You all have 2, but Bob, you gained 1 because you failed, so you have 3.
What a loser!
If
Rolled
we
a
match,
3.
we succeed or no?
What's up? If you hit 5,
I have a 5. Yes.
okay, then you succeed. Me
Okay.
So I'm going to use an adversity token and
Okay.
match it as well.
Okay. So both of you are able to it's one of those windows that kind of opens up this way, and then you're able to kind of crawl down and in.
I immediately turn on my flashlight.
Yep.
Oh wait! Instead of a flashlight, can I have like a headlamp?
Sure.
Solid. I have a headlamp.
Lark's
If I-
going to whip out her Zippo.
Okay.
If I rolled a 3, can they help me down into the basement?
Once they're in, sort of those grit checks don't have to happen because you've seen some go in and survive. So you don't have to make that grit check. You're able to kind of follow in their footsteps without a roll. So we'll give those 2 rolls to the first 2 that went in. Craig.
I'll just go fuck myself. No, I'm kidding.
So the 4 of you are going in through the basement? Randy, you're following?
Yeah, Randy would go last.
Okay. So, yeah.
So I'm sorry, just for positional purposes, is Craig still trying to rip the boards off the window?
Craig, you can try to rip those boards off the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
hold up, and I'm still gonna try to like rip the boards off.
All right. Give me a brawn check with a difficulty of 6.
Let's sleep. Sorry.
Unless you have a tool to help yourself out.
And I'll kind
Craig
of
is
yell.
the tool.
I'll yell to Craig. Craig, we're never supposed to split the party.
Haven't you played Dungeons and Dragons?
Shut up, Randy.
God damn! Fuck off, Randy.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. You want to?
So-
You can use an adversity token.
I'm gonna
to
use an adversity
get that up
token.
by 6. Okay. So you're able to barely pull that first one off. You kind of wiggle it a little bit, get that nail loose, and then
Wiggle it.
you get it enough that you could put your bat in there as a pry bar if you want. But this first board, you do get off without the use of that. But all the other ones, you could use your bat now as a pry if you want. But you're able to
I'm
get that
sorry.
first board off.
Craig has his bat with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pry off everything from like chest height down,
Okay.
Smart.
and then I'm gonna follow everybody else into the basement window.
So there's like 5 boards total. How many were you going to pull them all off? Is that what you said?
Anyone with you?
And then you were going to circle around?
I mean, if they're like coming off, then I'm just gonna like finish the
Okay.
job, I guess.
Okay.
If,
All right.
An extra exit. I like it.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna be like, and then on the way over, I'm gonna be like, you know what, Randy?
Well, before you get there,
Okay.
Ooh, you're
as,
dead, bro.
as you are getting to pull that last board off, the door shatters into splinters from the inside, just pushing these splinters out. Remaining glass in the windows right next to it shatter. And this creature bounds out of this door, right past you, knocking you to the floor. I need you to give me one of 2 checks here. You can either use brawn and sort of like shoulder the blow, or you can use flight and try to move out of the way.
Oh, you're gonna brawn it. Come on.
Yeah, I'm obviously gonna use brawn.
Okay, so give me a brawn roll. This is a snap decision, so nobody can help you, with a difficulty of 5.
15.
15. You succeed by 10? You son of a... So
Yeah.
you succeed smoothly. How do you want to look? This kind of hulking kind of creature comes bounding out and shoulders you, but you succeed very well, and you almost like spin it around. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
man.
shoulder
I
check,
am a
you don't really-
linebacker on the high school football
You did-
team.
Yeah, but this is your mom, so are you sure you want?
It's Craig's mom.
What is Craig's mom?
So you're able to kind of plant your feet, and your low man wins in football. You know that, and
Yeah,
you kind of
I'm
get
down.
down low and you take on this hulking figure and spin it around. And as it spins, its face sort of circles into yours, and you see snarling fangs and a snout, a hairy sort of like mane coming off of it. It gives you one snarl right to your face, and then it books off into the cornfields before you can
fucking
even do
cornfields.
anything.
Okay.
Leaving
So,
the doorway.
did anybody see that?
No, we're all
No,
downstairs.
they are
We
all in
heard
the
it, though.
basement. You definitely heard the shattering and the splintering, but nobody saw it. And Craig, you are now standing on the porch with an open door into this house.
So Lark's gonna kind of look towards the window they just came out, because obviously you heard like shattering and everything like that. Craig, what are you breaking up there?
It was a fucking werewolf.
Craig, language.
What?
Her mom's a werewolf.
No, but for real.
So, Craig, are you
Are
gonna
you okay?
go in the house, or are you gonna circle back to the basement?
I'm gonna like go to the window and be like, "You guys."
So you get down off the porch and kind of circle around, and are now like bent over, peering into the basement. You see flashlights. You see the Zippo. Let's kind of set the scene of the basement. There's nothing down here. It's a finished basement, like cinder block foundation with one stairway going up. And
I'm gonna be like,
you all
poke
see
my
Craig
head
like,
in the window,
peeking in.
I'm gonna be like, "None of you saw that.
Was it
Oh,
a
wow.
squirrel?
It was a werewolf. It was this tall."
I mean, you're not that tall, so that's not saying much.
I mean, it sounds like just an angry German Shepherd.
That's a rational answer.
I'm.
It,
Randy is gonna have that
look
smile,
at this door.
the smile of satisfaction over his face, knowing he was right. I told you, Craig. I told you.
Did it scratch you?
I'm not kidding, people. Randy, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's freaking right.
I knew
Did
Come
it
look
bite
at
you?
this door.
So Lark's gonna go look at the door because he's there with his face like, "Come look at the door." So she's like, "All right," and she climbs back out. She's looking at the door.
There is no more door. It is.
Yeah,
There's the doorway, and then you
Is
can
there
see
evidence
into
of
the
it
house.
all messed up around
Oh
her?
yeah, like there's splintered wood all over the porch.
So she's gonna flip open her Zippo again and just sort of look at Craig and back to the door.
Did you do this?
Are you sure it was a werewolf?
It was a werewolf.
Okay.
It was its jaws. I mean, if I wasn't so strong and like on the football team, it would have knocked me over and probably eaten me. But like,
completely invalidated the entire story right there.
For it to reel in a door this big, I would just assume it wasn't just a dog.
yeah, no, it blew the door out, and then, I mean, I got low and like totally like had to like shove it away, but like
Was it a bear?
it was.
Bears are pretty big and can smash through doors.
I mean,
It has been unseasonably dry, and it is an old door, so maybe I'm just gonna push my glasses up. Like, so maybe that's why it was so fragile.
Okay,
Two
Velma.
nerds down there.
Jinkies. It.
So, well,
I
she
believe-
believes
I
it's
believe him.
something, but not a werewolf.
I believe him. It was. We've heard stories.
Theo, you know, I think in
Yes.
your scout training, you know that there hasn't been any bears in Indiana since before like the Civil War.
Oh, wait, I have a great idea. Can I crawl out? Did the thing leave behind footprints? Surely it had to.
Yeah. So we got people exiting the basement now.
Yeah.
If you let's
So
see.
Lark's like next to Craigg near the door. Or what was the door?
Yes. And then now we have Theo coming out.
Theo.
You can give me a brain check with a difficulty of 7 to kind of decipher any sort of prints.
So I have a 20, so I'm gonna get a
Okay.
1. I got a 1.
So
Nice.
that's a
you called it.
that's a
That was
fail. You
hilarious.
gain an adversity token, so keep track of that.
All right, I have 3.
So you failure is bad, but not a disaster. There will be some short-term consequences that might lead to some immediate difficulties, but nothing that the character
I'll even
can't
show them
handle
proof.
if they focus on them. The character has tried to do or has been forced to do something beyond their capabilities, and not surprisingly, they've failed.
It's very difficult. There we go.
I believe you. I believe you. You, as you're approaching these in any sort of like dirt or dust that's on the ground, you trip on one of the this rhododendron branch that's kind of sticking out and kind of like push dirt over all of the footprints that were left. So you kind of wash them all away and you can't see anything. Your face is kind of coated in this light dusting, sticking to any sweat you might have from, being nervous. But there's no evidence of anything that you can find now.
I'm going back in.
Are you going through the front door or back down into the basement?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Meow.
Hello?
I hear the crying again.
That's the crying. That's it. Rhoda dead drawn. That's it.
Well, I guess since the front door's open, should we go through the front door instead of the basement?
So Lori and Randy, you're still down in the basement?
Poke my head back through.
Yeah,
Well,
I kind of.
Go ahead, Lori.
Oh, I was gonna say I would like while we're here and they're fussing about the werewolf, and the door
There's
shattering.
a werewolf.
I want to whip out my flashlight and just get a quick once over of this basement, just in case there are any serial killer instruments, just to be aware.
Silver knives.
It is it's a square sort of rectangular room, one stairwell going up to a door that is shut. Nothing in here. Exposed floor rafters above you, but other than that, there's nothing down here. And it doesn't seem to be like a basement that is the whole footprint of the house. It doesn't quite go all the way back.
Then I guess I'll hop out. Safety in numbers.
Randy?
I'm gonna go peek up the stairs.
Peek out our hedge. Okay.
I will have done that as Lori was
alright.
looking around, thinking they're all still in there.
Yeah, I like that choice for you.
I'm gonna protest. Just be like, Randy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Randy, no.
As you're kind of straddled that window and you see Randy heading up the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm locked. I'm locked in.
Okay.
I don't hear it.
You kind of creak the door open. Do you have a flashlight
Yeah, I do.
on? You see this leads to the kitchen.
Okay.
Sort of a very modest kitchen, not too big, but it's got some cabinets are still on the wall. There's one that is off the wall, and you can see these long scratch marks down the front panel, the front door of that cabinet that is off the wall.
Do I hear the crying?
No.
I'm gonna assume most of the other people as he's going up the stairs cross section with Lori if the rafters aren't done coming through that door.
So we got Craigg, we got Theo, we got Lark kind of on the front porch. We got Lori kind of in between, and then we got Randy going up the stairs.
So if Lori was still slightly underneath and the rafters are exposed where I'm going through, would she hear me above her?
Vroom, vroom. Explain it again. Sorry.
Okay,
One second.
so-
We did get a follow from Imuz. Appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. We're now at 29.
21
which means
away,
we're
baby.
21 away from affiliate. So if you are in the chat, help us get to that affiliate status so we can enhance the channel for y'all. We have things planned and ready. We just got to hit that moment. So again, Imuz, thank you for the follow. Anybody else out there kind of lurking around that hasn't followed yet, please hit that follow button for us. Thank you. Okay. Do it.
So if Lori is still kind of straddled and you see the rafters, if my character's already going in, is she going to hear the footsteps? Is that the layout?
Yeah, you could. So there's rafters with floorboards, and then that upper floor would be on top of those floorboards. So if anybody walks in, they could, you could essentially hear creaking of floors.
Okay.
Yeah. So those of you on the porch, you can kind of see into the house. You see it opens into this living room. You can see beyond the living room is a kitchen. There's a little hallway that you think it would lead to probably the bathroom. And then on the other side of that, there is sort of a dining room back there. There are stairs heading up that you can see without peeking your head in too far.
I'm going to...
Go ahead.
sorry.
You're good.
No, I was going to say, I'm going to pull out my bat,
Okay.
obviously, at this point.
That's out and ready.
And I'm going to be like, Theo, how do you kill a werewolf?
I dig in my backpack, pull out like a little guide, like 1,000 movie monsters.
You have that on you?
I have prepared.
Okay, so you want to spend 2 adversity tokens to have that on you?
Yeah.
All right. So keep track of your adversity tokens. But Theo, what is this skill that you have? It's called preparedness.
Yes, preparedness. If I expend 2 adversity tokens, I can say I have a random item in my backpack to the DM's discretion.
I love it. So yeah, you can spend 2 of those, and you do pull out this tome of like universal monsters, or just like cryptids 101, whatever you want to call it.
Like werewolf, not were-rat, not were-bear, werewolf, haha! I look outside. Is it a full moon?
No full moon.
Oh.
Sorry, do you want it to be a full moon?
Disappointment.
I'll say this: you spent 2 adversity tokens for this. Let's say it's a full moon. Yeah, it's not fully up yet, as the sun is still kind of. I just player dejection, dude. Sorry.
I didn't know what to do at that point. I was gonna turn around like I can't be a werewolf.
I don't even know why I said no. I don't know. So
it would be up in September. It would be up.
Yeah. So it's not quite fully up, but it is a full moon.
Clip that. Wait, add that to the clip list.
The dejection.
Okay, so since I know that
maybe it was a bear.
Full moon. Well, yeah, trees in the way. Trees in the way. Of course, I didn't see it.
Okay, full moon.
Okay. Full moon. So I walk over to the person who has like the. Oh no, I have a headlamp. Fuck that. Okay, so we need silver. Does anyone have any like spoons?
Do we all look over at
I want to say Madara so bad.
Lark? Everybody turns to Lark.
Have anything silver on you? Like a bracelet, a sword.
Her Zippo's probably silver.
Okay, I like that.
That works. Okay, so if we, they don't like silver. If we cut off the head, that works too. Don't let it scratch you. Yeah. Wait, hold on.
You're not scratched. Right?
Craig, did it scratch you?
I'm like looking. No, I don't think so.
Okay, so yeah, we need silver. Cut off the head. That's about it. Wait until daytime, then it's going to turn back into a normal person until the next full moon, which is
28 days from.
28 days from now, so we're fine.
Are you sure that book isn't just describing the Thriller video?
Well, that was zombies. I guess for
I'm
most
not a
of it.
nerd, so I don't know the difference.
Oh, you say so. Anyway, so hopefully it wasn't a werewolf. I did go into the cornfields. Hey, you should really go look after that. And I looked directly at Madara.
Murdara. That would be Lark in this game, but
All right, well, Lark, it ran off into the cornfields. You might want to chase after it. Oh, right. You're afraid of corn.
Oh, he knows she's afraid of cornfields?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
No,
why
I
I was
don't know.
asking.
I said corn, not cornfields. I just assumed it was the corn in the cornfield.
How well known would this be? How overt would your kind of reaction to these fields be? I mean, what are people picking up?
It's not like she's super smart, but it's not like she'd want people to know
Yeah.
either, because it's like I'm a bully thing.
Okay.
So, but he said she's afraid of corn and not cornfields.
Yeah.
Great.
Just going out.
You
on a
said
limb
you're
here.
afraid of corn. Corn.
So as this conversation is happening there, we have Lori and we have Randy. What are you two doing?
I did want to ask, because I am not technically in the house in the front door with everybody, but what is you described the layout, but what is the condition of everything?
Inside the house or the outside condition?
Yeah, may I ask that as somebody that's half in a window?
Are you asking me as the GM, or are you trying to ask a player?
Oh no, I'm trying to ask you.
Okay. The outside is very kind of dilapidated, right? Some of the paint is all kind of chipping and falling away. There's very few panes of glass behind the boards. Inside's kind of hard to tell from where you're at, but yeah, the outside does not look good. It's been sitting for a long, long time.
Okay, I'll ask my friends. What's it look like in there?
It's dusty.
Very dusty. You see
Old.
furniture that is in splinters. You see some of the cabinets on the floor. You see most of the walls are covered in long claw marks.
Oh, okay.
But nobody has
We
officially
see that inside.
nobody
but
has
nobody's
officially
seen
stepped in yet. So, but you can kind of see it without, peeking your head in.
Seeing it.
Okay.
So Lori, are you going to hang in limbo there? Or are you gonna join up with Randy? Or Randy, are you staying? Are you going to go through? Or are you coming? What's Randy's plan?
Can I see the light from where
You can see the light, but you can't see them
Okay.
because you're kind of around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I can't get Randy's attention and or he decides to go
Okay.
through the door, then I'll reverse and follow him so he's not alone.
Okay. Randy, what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna be like stun locked. Just
Okay.
in indecisiveness of, do I go through the door or do I just stay here?
All right.
This is
So
your idea.
you're hanging there.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Me too.
okay. So Lori's kind of hanging in the middle as well.
Randy, come back.
Randy, come back. So,
All right. Yeah. I'll take the advice
okay. So you come down the stairs, out the window.
quietly. Yeah.
Quietly. Both of you join back up on the porch. So now the party is reunited on the porch.
It feels so good.
What's
feels
the game plan here?
I guess Theo. I thought me and Jock were already inside, but yeah, I guess Theo will walk in.
Okay. Theo walks in, headlamp on.
Like,
Okay. And as you quickly
big book out.
are you sort of scanning?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Keep my head on a swivel.
You see in one of the small in one of the corners of the dining room. So we got the main living room, we got the kitchen, we got the dining room, and then there's a hallway that heads down. There's a stair going up, and there's a bathroom in that hallway. You see connected to the kitchen is the dining room, and you see in the corner a small sort of humanoid figure in the corner, like hunched over. And as soon as your headlamp like catches her, She starts crying again.
No thanks.
Oh, dude, this is literally just Left 4 Dead.
That's a
Guys,
witch.
someone here.
Andy, stop crying.
That wasn't me. I think it
Craig?
might have been Craig.
Person
I think it's
crying
Randy.
in front of me.
I think it's Randy.
We're all blaming other people.
You guys stop arguing back there. There's
Okay,
a person standing in front of me.
I haven't cried
All
in
right,
at least 2 years.
I'm gonna go
I
in
remember the last time.
I think
and
I-
sort of like act as like a blocker for
Okay. Lead blocker.
anybody. So like
Good.
I'm gonna yeah, so I'm gonna like keep my head on a swivel and like with the baseball bat at the ready in case anyone like or anything like comes out
Okay.
from like down the hall or down the stairs or out of the bathroom.
Things
Out of the
right
bathroom,
there.
please no.
All right. So
Covered in shit.
as you're coming through,
Don't tell the police. My dad will know I snuck out.
is anybody anybody on Craig's hip following him? Following him
I
in?
have my Zippo, so I imagine I'm standing behind him slightly,
Okay.
but not on the side of the bat in case he gets scared and
Yeah.
like how about
Yeah.
no?
Okay. So we got Craig, we got Lark. Kind
I
going
wouldn't
in.
be at the back.
All right. So we'll put you in behind Lark.
Guess that makes me the caboose.
Lori in the back. Theo, you're in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm staring.
Oh
at
yeah,
the
you
person.
were in front. So I think you and Craig are sort of together now. And as you
Well,
cross
direct
the threshold
yeah.
into this this room, that girl who's huddled in the corner kind of looks over at you, and you see sort of it's definitely a small child, a ruddy red face, long hair that goes almost all the way down her back. This detail, wearing some sort of pink onesie.
No tats.
Nice.
No
tats.
No tats. Is she hot? Sorry.
Oh.
Office quotes. She looks to be about like 6 or 7, so younger than y'all. And she kind of looks over. You're not gonna hurt me, are you?
Are you a werewolf?
Craig might.
Oh, Craig might.
Hurt her.
Lark's gonna open her bag and like throws a fruit roll up at her and be like, "Shut up."
This fucking dope, this bitch. Whoa.
She just like throws a fruit roll up at her and is just like, "Shut up."
At this girl?
Yeah.
I thought it kind of
She
like
opened her bag, just whipped the
It
fruit
kinda
roll
like-
up at her, and she's like, "Shut up."
hits off her shoulder, and she, without fully turning around, grabs it, opens it up, and starts eating it.
Are you a werewolf?
No, I'm not one of those monsters. I was protecting myself from the monster that just went out the door.
I think that's
Today,
So you saw
Junior.
it.
Oh,
She saw it.
I saw it.
It was a werewolf, right?
I think it's I can't remember the name, but I think it's a squirrel. Is that what they're called?
Huh? Wait, I can give her the if I give her the book
What?
of the universal creatures, can you point it out for us?
So as you come closer, she turns
This
around
is where I die.
and stands
Bye,
up,
everyone.
kind of like straightens out, and kind of gets on her tiptoes to kind of look up at the book.
She's 12.
Yeah, it's that one right there,
Randy's gonna hover around the door.
like the main door.
Yeah,
Okay.
because this chick ain't a 6-year-old kid.
Did she point at the werewolf page?
I mean,
Yeah, she
aside from
points at
what
it.
we're seeing, though, like it doesn't appear as if she's a corpse or anything like that. She
No.
just looks like a crying
No,
kid.
she looks like a crying kid.
I want to poke my head up from the back, just be like, "How'd you get here?"
I don't quite remember how I got here, but
How convenient.
I know.
Lori, I don't think she's a kid. She's one of those aliens
I
that I was talking about.
I do know why I'm here. I do have a purpose.
Is it to annoy
Found my
everybody?
special purpose.
It's to
Am
eat little
I-
kids.
Am I being annoying? I'm sorry.
You're super annoying.
Oh.
Could you get to the point? You stutter a lot.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm sort
Lark,
of
be nice.
I'm sort of winded after the fight with what do you call them? What is that word? She points to the werewolf word.
Werewolf.
Oh,
Werewolf.
there.
There, Wolf.
Had to.
Same.
I was just fighting with this werewolf, but that's why I'm here. That's to hunt down these monsters and bring them back.
What?
Oh. Huh?
What?
You,
I
a
am-
small child, are hunting werewolves? Question mark.
Why were you crying? Randy will kind of poke out from behind like Lori's shoulders.
I think Lori asked the best question. How's the 6-year-old hunting werewolves? Plural. I'm gonna step back right now because Lich ain't a child.
How did I fight this werewolf? Is that what you're asking?
No.
Lark's just gonna throw another fruit roll up at her, just like
She at this point almost like instinctively with great precision snatches it out of the air.
Nope. I am gone. Jack has resigned from this game. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Creepy kids out of here.
so.
I told you,
Lark's,
Lori.
Yeah, Lark's gonna go look at Randy and be like, because if it's like graceful and like grabbing it, like it's obviously expertise.
He's an NSA agent.
I think it's one of the aliens I was talking about.
It could be a skinwalker.
Don't.
Can I go back to the group and like huddle them all together real quick? Give us 2 seconds. I'm gonna like
Take your time.
Skinwalker, sharp person, skinwalker, and I'm gonna like hold up my book to the people. It could be one of these. They can shapeshift into people.
Actually,
Yeah.
we're really far away from Navajo land, so skinwalker is ruled out.
No skinwalking.
No skinwalking.
Go back to.
I happen to know a thing or two about skinwalker.
I'm gonna pull out my backpack and pull out the drawing and point to it. It's one of these aliens. I told you. Now here, I understand your skepticism, but I have been right this entire time.
Hey,
what?
baby,
You
what
haven't
are
been right
you?
about anything. You said there were aliens in here moving curtains, and a werewolf smashed the door open. That's not being right.
Werewolves could be aliens.
Gee,
we don't
wait. You don't. Aliens can take any form. Have you met
She's
an
gonna,
alien?
like,
And he's gonna
turn
sit
around.
back.
She doesn't want any of this. She's just like, "Hey, baby, what are you?" She just turned around.
What am I? I don't know how to answer that. I was winning the fight with the werewolf until you opened the door and let it out.
Man,
Wait,
where's-
was your tactic crying?
No,
It's-
the werewolf is crying.
It is a luring method.
Oh shit! That Lark knows,
Alluring.
but I think I know.
I was essentially hunting it and trying to capture it in this house, but now you've
I'm gonna
opened
pull out that
gateway.
notebook. Are you one of these? Point to the alien drawing.
I am not one of those.
What school do you go to?
Hogwarts.
You wouldn't know it.
Quick,
It's
name it.
in Canada. I do not go to school, or at least school as you would think it.
So you're
Oh my
like
god,
those
that
gas
sounds
station
like
kids?
Paperboy.
I don't know what a gas station kid is.
How old are you?
I have no idea how old I am.
How many moons have you seen?
Well,
Someone good at
I
that.
believe there's one outside.
No, I mean, never mind. Okay. Are there any more of whatever those things were in the house right now, or is it just you here?
Well, they are not in the house at this moment, but there are more out there terrorizing your town. And,
Baby, how long have you been in this house?
it has been a while, and I had just gotten the first monster back here, but that was ruined by opening the door.
I didn't open the door.
The door is open. I'm not going to place blame.
I
That
opened
was-
the door.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I will place blame.
Oh,
Baby,
no.
do you have a name?
I do have a
Name
name.
baby. Oh.
My name is Juniper.
Oh, it's a beautiful
She is
name.
an Amish kid.
It's Juniper Lee. I love that TV show.
I do believe we now have a purpose together. That is
Yeah,
to
we're-
bring these monsters back.
Back to where?
This house.
Back
In
to
this house
my-
and board them up.
But your boards aren't very good.
Well, we will have to get new boards.
Wait, how did you get it in if everything was boarded up from the outside?
Um,
Asking the real hard-hitting questions
Chimney.
right now.
The chimney.
Oh, wait, I have a
Damn it,
D4 for
Craig.
brains. I shouldn't be.
sheer will.
I dragged that bitch to the back door.
Okay, so now, as far as I see it, we're in alliance. So why don't you fill us in on what the hell you are and what's going on here?
I am not from here. Oh, we lost Billy's head there for a second. And
Oh, I'm Muse now.
he's back.
Are you
There we
from Muncie?
I'm from Muncie, Indiana. I am not from here, but I don't really know how I got here. And some that travel is sort of puts you in a stasis, so I can't.
I'm gonna look right at Lark and say, "She sounds like an alien." I don't know how I got here.
I think by the definition, yes, I would be an alien.
You're obviously not from here. Randy.
I have been right
Randy.
every step of the way. Randy for the win.
Randy for the
Listen.
win.
He won.
Randy, if you keep screaming, one of those thriller creatures is going to come back in here.
And it sounds like she
roll
can
up
beat it up.
Juniper. Oh, whatever.
She'll cry and it'll die. I don't know.
Like cries and like, how can you beat something up when you cry? Like it's.
Ask
She's just
Craig.
sort of like talking out loud. I hate you. I hate you.
That's correct.
Because Lark isn't super smart.
Not
She's not.
true.
Maybe she was like playing possum with the creature?
Well, I lured it in here and got the boards up quick enough. But that,
Boards were bigger than you.
well, I have
How do we know you're not
Some
in on it?
strengths that go beyond my size. I assure you, I'm not in on it.
Sight beyond sight. So, what was your plan after you got it trapped in here?
Well, we get them trapped in here and they perish. And your town
Ow.
is saved.
They
Wait,
check
did
in,
we
but they don't
perish
check
in
out.
here?
Very much. What? Say that
Oh, the
again.
werewolves.
So wait a minute. If you're trying to trap things in here because they perish, are we gonna die in here?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Maybe we should just go get Lori's dad.
Call the police.
Guys
don't
will know
like-
that I snuck out.
Oh, yeah, we can't have that.
That I
I'll be
mean,
in
that's
so much trouble.
that's the least of our problems.
I would much rather see this out on our own than get grounded.
Well, I think our new problem is that we need to get these monsters off the streets of your town and back
So
in
you-
this house.
So you traveled across the galaxy to come to Earth
Across the universe.
to hunt werewolves. This is a lot for me to process. I'm
I-
sorry.
It is not just werewolves.
They're
Ooh,
wolves.
Stuff? It's thin wolves.
Lark's gonna keep feeding this baby on the sly, like fruit snacks and like Cheerios,
Oh wait, I have trail mix.
They're
granola
Trail
bars,
mix.
and all this crap.
RPG Hobo. Thank you for the follow. That gets us one more closer. I think we're at
30.
We're at 30 now. Thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate that. We are 20 away from that 50 goal, which would be affiliation. So thank you so much. Appreciate
You are affiliated.
We're gonna have an affiliate party.
it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks, RPG Hobo. Appreciate it. There are a few monsters that I tracked here, and that is why I'm here, I believe, is to get them and bring them back. You saw the one which you are calling a werewolf.
Back.
There,
I didn't see anything. No.
some of you
I saw
them.
it. It was a werewolf.
I heard the commotion. There is another one that is sort of comprised of many body parts and stitched together.
That sounds
Oh,
disgusting.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
You would Fraken
Frankenmer.
Franken-
Frankincense.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
There,
I find a picture of Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
yes.
Great, Lori's dad's coming.
He found out I'm gone.
There is another one.
Are you okay,
Oh, there's a
Jack?
fire.
Listen,
The
don't worry.
city
it's
is on
fine.
fire, dude.
City of LA never stops.
Blink twice. Blink twice.
Need help. Somebody get help. Call Lori's dad.
If there was an apocalypse, I would never know because it just sounds like this. all
Just
the
everyday fare. There is another one that looks a lot like all of you,
Excuse me.
but he dresses really well.
Hey,
Oh, I get it. Vampire. Flip, 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 flip. Vampire.
And then there's
Okay, so we have
one.
Frankenstein. Vampire.
one
I
more.
mean, does he have one of these? I'm going to show off my fanny pack.
That is-
Oh, thank you.
Whoa.
That is
Is
not.
it the
Sure,
swamp
I'll show
thing?
your ass.
That is not elegant, but very practical. There is one other one out there that can breathe deep under the water.
I knew it.
A merman.
Oh, dude, so we're really chasing after the
Merman pop.
Universal Studio creatures.
Very much
Yeah.
so.
See, man.
What happens if we don't catch them?
We all
I
die.
touch them, all
They
Pokemon.
will.
I don't care if any of you die.
Do you have loved
You
ones in this town? They will surely
No.
terrorize them all. Well,
Yeah,
you
my
might
mom.
not, but
I just want out of this town. So if it eats everything, I really don't care.
it's the fastest way out.
Can you also be the everything it eats?
I don't really like you.
You know, I think that's a good line to end on for tonight. I don't like you.
For the record, I love Jack. Just
Yeah, I was in character. Yes. So we are at our time limit for tonight. That is going to be it for episode 1 of the short campaign of House on Poplar Court. I think we have officially unleashed the glow, as the Neon Lich would say. That is sort of his tagline.
Please make t-shirts of that.
Yeah, we came out firing tonight with the first stream on the new channel. I want to thank everybody that showed up. We were rocking some good numbers in there. I appreciate you all. Appreciate the follows. Again, if you're in chat right now and you haven't hit that follow button, please do so. We're trying to speed run to affiliate so we can open up some of the fun stuff on the channel. Thanks, High Top. Yeah, we're having a good time with this one as well. It's turning out quite enjoyable. Not that there's no possibility that it wouldn't with this group. You know what I mean? So I don't think we can raid as a young channel like this, can we?
I think you can.
My raid option is blocked on my stream manager. So if
And
somebody,
no.
so if somebody, Bob might look into that, but I was trying.
Can you do slash raid? Is that
I don't
give
know.
it to you?
I don't know how to do that.
I mean
Just in
try it.
chat /raid.
Yeah,
I don't know things.
I know it's hard.
Worries.
I don't know things. But anyways, I can't say enough thank yous for everybody coming out and making this first stream on the new channel. Success for us. If you haven't, you should join our Discord. We have upgraded it. We got some new things going to be rolling out tomorrow in there to sort of up the engagement. So check that out. We got an awesome new bot in there called Neon Lich. He is an actual presence in our channel. So if you want to know all the things that are happening, Discord's the way to go. We have a Twitter at Neon Lich Studios, probably. Something like that. Totally prepared for this closing statement here. If you want to be in one of these games, that might be why you're here. You want to be in one of these games. We do have signups going right now for one shot starting in July for the Gamma World system, and that'll be run by our very own church. So check that out in the Discord. Thank you, TBJ, for the link right there. So check that out. Join the Discord. Get in those games if you want them. Those will be happening on the regular. So that's something to look forward to. Which edition of Gamma World? That's a great question that I don't have the answer for.
Third edition.
Third edition. There we go. There is a little link to some information there in Discord that Church wrote up. So if you want to find out more, again, join the Discord. Anything else, folks?
No, I think we can raid, but I don't see anybody on.
Okay.
No.
All right. Again, it's great to have the crew back together. If you didn't know, this is the same crew for the most part that did Wild Beyond the Witchlight that we finished a couple months ago. So it's good to have everybody back together. The OG crew that started that, and we're gonna be back. I didn't tell them this, but not next week. I forgot. I have. I know.
How dare you?
Isn't how I wanted to find out.
Trust. Yeah, I just ripped that
I
Band-Aid
just
off.
don't like you.
Yeah,
so-
I'm sorry. So I have to iron this out in the off stream. So let's, without further ado, we're gonna end this chat. And oh no, there it goes.
The chat?
I didn't save the stream deck or the stream manager. Do we have anybody to raid? You didn't find anybody?
I didn't.
I figured out how to do it. All right. That will be a priority next time for sure, getting that raid out there. But yes, thank you again, like Mew said. Thank you for the support, and we do love you. But with that, we're going to end this stream. Everybody have a good rest of your week. Happy Pride, if that's if you celebrate that. Have a good time with that. It's good to see everybody again, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right?
All right.
Bye.